Hi, I'm Randy Wooden, and thank you for watching. This is another in our Edge Library series, and for the folks that are in transition, the mental side of the job search can be quite a hurdle for some, and not for everyone, but for most people. And let's face it, I mean, most of us can try to hide it well, but by and large, at some point in a job search, you know what? You just get frustrated. You know, your pride takes a blow. You just feel as though, is it just me? And no, it's not just you. But you know what? That doesn't help you because, again, it's impacting you, it's impacting your family. And so a part of what I do with clients, and it's not a huge part, admittedly, but I do think part of my role is to try to help clients at least maintain some kind of a structure. We've talked about that in other of our library series. Maintaining some kind of a structure, but also keeping that positive mental attitude. And it's easy to say, yeah, stay strong, you'll be fine, it'll be over soon. But here are a few things you might want to keep in mind as it relates to the mental aspect of this. Now, we all know the end goal is a job. That's obvious. And just like in a marathon, if you stand at the starting line and try to find the finish line, you're not going to find it. It's way out there in the distance somewhere. But if you look at each incremental step as forward progress, then you can see that you're making progress. And for most people, as they see progress being made, it keeps them encouraged. It keeps them in the game. And so those are all important facets. So I would consider even something as small as having a networking meeting with someone. I would consider that to be progress. I'd consider an ad that I was an actual fit for as progress. Anything I can do that will further my candidacy. It might mean attending some kind of an event, a networking event. It might mean showing up, helping build something for Habitat for Humanity, for all I know. I mean, just something that gets you out of the house to where you're actually doing something. Now, we've talked in prior times about mistaking activity for productivity, and certainly you do want to be productive with your time. But I do think that even just the base of having some kind of activity keeps you motivated. You see that you're making progress, and so I think that could help you. So incremental steps, an important aspect. Good health is another one. It's easy to put your health aside. I've had so many people that have told me over the years that job hunting and being without a job impacts their health. They don't sleep as well. They don't eat right. It impacts the relationship they have with their family. I've had clients go through divorces in large part due to the fact that they're not bringing the money in. It's creating a lot of tension and just things that tend to break down. So as best you can, you want to try to maintain your health. You want to try to maintain the activities that you as a family have engaged in, and try to maintain as much semblance of a normal lifestyle as you always had. The difference being that the time you would spend at work now is time that you're spending looking for work. But do try to keep the other activities, keep that balance, and not have the absence of a job consume your entire being. There's another aspect to this too, and it's support groups for job hunters. And they serve two roles. One is just the safety and numbers aspect of it is, hey, I'm out of the house, we're here, you're not alone. It serves as a keeps you in the game, keeps you a little bit motivated, that sort of thing. And the other aspect of support groups touches kind of on what I do, which is a lot of the nuts and bolts of a job hunt and making sure, and through education, making sure that you're doing enough good things consistently in order to get the results sooner than you otherwise would. The problem for job hunters is that when they come looking for someone like me and concrete advice and direction and somebody to really work you through this thing, and what they get instead is rah-rah, keep a positive attitude and such, they kind of get jaded and tend to drift away from groups like that. All I'd suggest is that you attend a group with an open mind and check it out for yourself. If it's something that meets your needs, great. If it isn't, you know what? You've invested, a few bucks, if any, to get in, if that. Many are free, and you've invested a couple of hours of your time. But here again, get out of the house, get active. You want people to see you in the job hunt. You want to be out there, mix it up with people. Keep that positive mental attitude when you're face-to-face with an employer. The fact that you've been out of a job 6 weeks, 6 months, or 2 years, they don't care. They really don't. When you get down, they might say they do. But the reality is, If you bring all that baggage with you, that's a problem. And so I always encourage people stick to, what is your solution? What is it that you can bring? What's your value proposition? And stick to the positives. Leave the negatives back. It's not this employer's fault that you're out of a job. So don't bring that to the table when you come. And those are some ideas that hopefully will help you a little bit from maintaining a positive mental attitude and also taking that into the interview and coming out a winner in the interview itself. That's going to wrap up this segment on our Edge Library series. My name is Randy Wooden. Thanks for watching.